Okay, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. No idea. Let's take a look. Maybe it will. If it does, wonderful. If not, oh, we learned otherwise. We'll figure it out. Right now. I should be, in theory, live right now. But I have no clue. Oh, boy. Let's see. Mobcrush. Mobcrush. No longer affiliate, so multi-streaming should be completely fine on my end. Yep. It looks like I can stream via Twitch. Now the question is, am I streaming via YouTube? That is the other question right now. Also, my task manager is going, not really going crazy, but my CPU usage is crazy. Also, let me, iCloud, get out of here. iCloud, why are you downloading right now? iCloud, why are you in my way, always? Okay. We should be fine now. The question is YouTube. That is the big one right now. Let's see. Am I live on YouTube? I have no clue. I have no idea if Mobcrush even works the right way. Yeah, no, it's working. It's working. Yo, what up, fraud? You see GURA in the title? You woketh? Yeah. So, how you doing, fraud? See? GURA. Back to Twitch? No, I'm actually on YouTube right now, Zug, at the exact same time. I'm on YouTube at the exact same time. Because, oh, am I doubled up? Hold on. Because, Twitch can't stop me, and there's no reason for me not to. Now, like, if Twitch isn't gonna stop me, there's no reason for me not to. There ain't no reason for me to. There ain't no reason. Right? Right? That makes sense, right? There ain't no reason for me not to. And I was a world record holder in this game for a little bit. If you check my YouTube channel, which I do not have linked in my Twitch description, yeah, your boy had multiple records in this game at one point in time. No longer do, because I had not spent the last month playing. Yo, JC, what's going on? How you doing? So I've been like really behind on the development of the speedrun for this game. I kind of haven't kept up anyway. I'm not much of a... I like speedrunning games, but not going for a world record. I've learned that. I like speedrunning for the sake of speedrunning, not so much speedrunning to grind milliseconds off my time. But Fraud, Zug, if neither of you are familiar, this is a fan game made by Kevin Cow on itch, called Smol Ame. Ame. And I've been playing. I played this for like for a good chunk of February. Did a lot of the routing for earlier versions of this game. I still provide a lot of feedback for this game directly to the dev. Yo, what up, Jack? Yep. So, I don't really keep up with this game too much anymore, mostly just because of work. I haven't really been bothering to really go for anything. I have a lot of times that are very slow now. I barely have any times on, like, anything, really. I've barely grinded anything out. But, so this update for this game added a GURA mode, where it's just a lot of ah. All of your sound effects are ah. So what are the movement options? Alright. Fraud, let me give you a quick rundown of the movement options in this game. They've been nerfed from what they were originally, but that's not to say they're bad, they're just different now. So movement options. You got left-right movement, right? You got left-right movement. You gotta jump. You can short hop, you can full hop, right? And then, whether you're Ame or you're GURA, you have a ground pound. Ame, it's a proper ground pound. GURA. It's a whatever this is, like what freaking Smash Ultimate Me Brawler down B, right? So you can ground pound. The primary objective in each level is to ground pound mom. So here, so you know, you just go through the level, you involve all this stuff, a bunch of platforms. Now there are certain platforms that when you ground pound, you can bounce, right? Right? So in this level, it's these books, so you can bounce them. Bounce that boy, right? If you bounce on the edge, you get an edge bounce. That was a bubble bounce. So an edge bounce is like that. You get some horizontal momentum, and you get out of the bounce, so you can use that for traversal. If you go really far to the edge, this is a Bubba bounce. It's now a forced mechanic. It's an intentional mechanic. It was originally an accidental mechanic discovered by the speedrunners. Named by me, named by yours truly. And you get to do shit like that. You get to yeet yourself, fraud. So, you get to yeet yourself, and then you got these slides. If you, ground pound onto a slope, you can transfer your vertical velocity to horizontal velocity. And those are the primary mechanics for this game, so you can go very fast. Fraud, you can go very fast. That's a pretty good PB there, JC. That's a really good that's a very good PB. So those are the core movement options. You can also instant ground pound. So if you just jump, so like in this case for me it's A, and then X. Well, any other button really is ground pound, except for Y. So you just press any button, it's a ground pound. I just like using X. And you can instant pound. So the objective of each level is to ground pound mom, you know, as Ame does, but in this case GURA. So you know, we just ground pound mom all the time. Wix, I know, GURA's already small, but now she's smaller. So there's a lot of levels here, Fraud, based off of other HoloLive stuff. So this is Ame's office, the first level of the game. There's recently a reverse version of it with a Eurobeat soundtrack. So you start from the other end, and you go all the way to the end. You'll need Bubba bouncing to make your way across, or at least edge bouncing. Or you can just do that and die, like me, because I'm not good at this game anymore. I'm not good at this game anymore. It's been such a long time. Ah. Hi, Wix. I'm multi-stream now because I don't care. I have no loyalties to anyone or anything. When this come out today, although in full disclosure, I've been testing this update since 2 days ago actually. I've been testing this update since 2 days ago. Full disclosure. So I've already had my fill of testing and giving Kevin a lot of feedback. I mean, that'd be great, Jack. I think it'd be cool if the other Holo EN played it too. I don't necessarily expect them to. It'd be cool if they did, but no pressure, you know, no pressure. I keep trying to speedrun and I'm not even trying anymore. The game's a little janky. We're still figuring out a lot of the core mechanics, or like the core game feel, Fraud. It's pretty fun. It's a Unity game, so you can, if you look up smol Ame, I'm sure you'll be able to find it, honestly. If you looked up smol Ame. So we got this stage, which is just reverse. I'll just run through all the stages real quick, because it's been a while. I'll save the new stage for last, though. Oh no, I died. Alright. Oh, I got caught by the book. Smol Ame and regular GURA. That's true, Wix, it's true. It's true. It's true. Oh, man. Right? So you got all that. You got all that. Here we got a stage based on Pekora. Am I using pad or the keys? Fight stick. Fight stick. You can hear the fight stick, I think. This is stage based on Pekora. You know, all that jazz. Hold on, I'm bad. Let me be less bad. I'm gonna do a casual speedrun really quick. So I can also showcase some of the mechanics. Yeah, man. I'm like the only person in this for this game who speedruns with a fight stick. And I did hold a lot of world records at the time. I was a world record holder for this game, multiple record holder. No longer. I'm no longer. I kind of left the Discord community for their I got my reasons. Yo, what up, Kirito? How you doing, my guy? How's life been? I haven't been on in a bit, but like I said, I kept my promise. New update. We're streaming it again. I don't intend to get any records this time around anymore. I've kind of fallen off of the speedrunning. Mostly, I got a couple reasons. But to be nice, it's just I kind of had to deal with work, so I haven't really given myself time to grind out runs, and I kind of really out of it anyway, because I did the routing. Everything's kind of optimized now, which is good. And I got everyone playing the other levels, which is also good. But I'm not gonna grind out for milliseconds of time save at this point, so I'm out. Bro, Zug, no, you're 100% right, Zug. I will just speedrun games and then become a former speedrunner for every game I play. except Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, I've never. That one's just for me. Like literally, ultimately, for me, speedrunning and improving my times. It's for me. If I can get the record, if I feel like that's reasonable, I'll do it. But like ultimately, I don't need to have record. I don't need it. I just do it because I can do it. And I'm like, alright, I have the time. Let's go for it. But like, I've already pushed this game to a point where I'm satisfied, so I don't really want to push it any harder. So here's a level based on Hachima, fraud. Former Melee speedrunner. Dude, I'm not even a former Melee speedrunner. I haven't spedrun Melee yet. I'm the speedrun motivator? Yeah, basically, dude. I'm the former GOAT of this game. I am the former GOAT. I am the former GOAT. I am the old guard. I'm the head of the old guard, basically. Oh, hot. I miss the old speedruns of this level. I miss all of the old speedruns. I miss the old physics, but it's whatever. It's not too bad. I miss the old physics, though. Everything's very different now. Oh no! I missed the old mango. Yeah. Yeah, fraud. YouTube content pops off if I put times, if I put speedrun, and I put world record in the title. YouTube content pops off. So for right now, CBT Crusader, there's no difference between Ame and GURA, mostly just because if Kevin was to do different mechanics for the different characters he decides to implement, that increases the scope of the game development by a lot, and this is entirely a one-man operation. So it being completely one-man, it's kind of reasonable for it to not be different. It's kind of a lot of work to then balance each level around different character movements. So for now, it's the same exact movement, it's just a preference of skin, basically. He might look into it down the line, but for now, it's the same. I can understand that. It's a lot of work to balance around multiple characters. But you get different sound effects, so there's that. I'm trying to do old strats. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do my old strats. They don't work anymore. Because of physics changes. So I should just like play the level normally. Yeah, it's different again a little bit. Kevin's gonna keep tweaking things, honestly, because like you gotta understand, the game is not in any sort of finalized state in any way whatsoever. So the game is subject to change at Kevin's discretion, which is fine, understandable. Some of the changes need to get made to make the game like more consistent, more bug-free. It's easier for him to add on and like to account for like weird stuff. So it's understandable from a game development standpoint that it's going to change. Basically consider the game in early access right now, so there's going to be a lot of changes down the line. I know the speedrunning Discord for this game offers him a good amount of feedback, but it's entirely centered around speedrunning. But that's like not his entire focus. Like, he appreciates what the speedrunners can find in this game, but again, it's not the entire focus of the game. So, alright, let's see if I can instant mom. Or perfect fake mom. I was early. No, yeah, pot skip is completely removed now, Kirito. Also, the triple jump is also gone now, too, which is sad. Yo, Wix, you like Tarantula? How do you feel about Tarantula, Wix? Oh, shoot. I messed up! I pushed down on my fight stick! No Tarantula here. Yeah, what up, Pinky? I didn't notice you earlier, that's on me. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? Alright, and then here's a level based on Pop-On Rocks. My old, stomping grounds. Wait, can you see the mustaches on here now? That's new. That's new. Why? Because it's work. It doesn't integrate with YouTube very well. And really, it doesn't get me anything outside of personal satisfaction, which is all fine and good, but it doesn't actually improve the stream for anyone else in any meaningful way. So there's not really much of a reason to use it. I'm still pretty good at this level. Still pretty good at this level. You want it? You want it? I can compartmentalize it and actually just share it. Honestly, I'm about to. I should really just do that. I should compartmentalize it and like distribute it. Maybe make it a paid stream overlay. Honestly, I think if I wanted a separate mechanic for GURA, what I would find as an quote-unquote ideal mechanic for GURA would be she doesn't jump as high without ground pounds, but she can run faster because she's the small one. Honestly, I really should at some point, Zug. I'm thinking about it because like I know some people would really like the Persona 5 cut-in as a raid element, so like I honestly should. Maybe I'll take one weekend and like when I'm not doing this and I'm back into streaming on the regular, and I'll do a breakdown on how to incorporate it into stream elements. Clay's closes 100% by the way. All right. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna care about a 100% run. I'm actually not sure if I'm really gonna be doing that many runs in general, honestly, right now, Pinky. I couldn't tell you I'd be doing that many runs. And so here's the new level based on Muna. So we got that Mario Galaxy moon physics, that Sonic Adventure 2 freaking whatever the stupid Rouge stage with the dumb planets physics are. You know the one I'm talking about, Wix. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about, and I hate you know what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm talking about, because that's the first thing that comes to mind, outside of Mario Galaxy physics. If you can't moonwalk, it's really you're not wrong. If you can't moonwalk, it's not really... Oh my god, I didn't even get a checkpoint. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. I'm actually using both a YouTube chat and a Twitch chat right now. So there's like a Twitch chat that isn't visible. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate the two chats together in like a unified chat, because I'm multi-streaming right now, Jack. So yeah, there's gonna be some conversation. I'm gonna try to say both chats as much as I can, but you know, I can only do so much. I'm only one man, just like Kevin. This is a one-man show. Yo, Joe, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm just restreaming now, Joe. I have not been. You haven't seen me stream since I played Monster Hunter, but we're a bit far removed from that now. World record 16 seconds. I've seen. Before I left the Discord, I did see that world record, JC. I know that the world record is indeed 16 seconds. And Pinky, yes, I am very aware that you basically skipped 90% of this stage. I'm pretty sure I showed Kevin that strat with this version of the stage. I don't know if you specifically have the March 3rd test version, because that's the test version that I did my speedrun on. Also, I have no idea where I just went. I have no idea where I am. The gravity slingshots in this stage are a little disorienting sometimes if you just like do them casually without really thinking. So I have no idea where I am, honestly. So let's see here. Okay, Jordan, thank you for the follow, man, on Twitch. I appreciate it. Let's see here. What's the point of the mustache coins, fraud? They're just like breadcrumbs. You know, like how in collectathons you have like this dumb collectibles to like guide you through the stage? That's kind of what they are. They're not really there. Like, you don't need to pick them up. They're useful for 100%, and that's about it. Otherwise, they just kind of lead you in the direction you need to go. Fun fact for both Twitch and YouTube chats, this stage is the biggest performance hit on your computer. Compared to every other stage, this is the worst one. And the only reason that it's really bad is because there's way too many mustaches and they crazy drop your performance. So I think Kevin still needs to work on some level of detail stuff to try to improve frame rates, because I can imagine, because this is also a web browser game, you can play it in browser without having to download it on Unity, which means you can play it on an iPad, and you're crazy if you do so, which I have done. It's not a good run. I do not recommend playing this on an iPad. You totally can, though. Oh god, I hate this section. I really don't like this section. Yeah, no, this game is, since it's a straight Unity, you can play it in a browser, and it's pretty, funny. But Kevin does need to do some optimization, purely on the fact that all of these mustaches actually will decrease your frame rate, and I've seen a performance increase specifically just because I've collected a lot of them. It's kind of funny. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I've noticed this when I was doing testing as well. It's really easy to screw up the gravity changing. I have an idea of implementation in my own head that I'm not sure if Kevin would like my suggestion, just because he might have his own implementation in his head as well. Man, I have like so many things that I'd like want to suggest to Kevin that I feel like I can help him implement. But it's his game, so I don't really want to mess with it too much, like, get too much in his way without like him asking for like help or whatever. Like, he'll ask for feedback, and that's about all I'll give him, really. Yeah, I think the worst part of this stage, Kirito, because like you said, the stage is confusing. I think the most confusing part of this stage is the end. I feel like the end of the stage would do better with a fixed camera. Just so that as you hold left, you always go left, and if you hold right, you always go right. The issue right now with that section is left or forward towards the goal and backward away from the goal keeps flipping every single time you flip gravity, which means if you're holding left to go towards the goal, the moment you flip, you are now immediately heading opposite towards the goal. So you need to like preemptively switch your direction. I don't think that that's very intuitive, and I did bring this up with Kevin earlier. I don't think that's a great implementation. I know that he's like figuring out the camera and gravity switching is a thing that he is working on. That is like the primary, I think, suggestion that I think still I would have for him. I did tell him to do things like use the mustaches to breadcrumb and like lead in the right direction more so, which he did do, and also use the camera to lead in the direction you want the player to go as well, which he also did do. So overall, very much great improvements from the very first version of this level that I tested. But there's still a few changes to be done to this stage. It's good overall. I like it conceptually. And the speedrun is pretty silly too. I'm not even going to go for a serious time here, but I'll just go for it and let's see what I get really quick. Okay, it's good to know that I'm not the only one thinking that about the camera, though. I see some people in the YouTube chat also saying the same thing. Alright, this is a bad run, but this is the speedrun strat, basically. And you can just slingshot your way straight to the end. I do have a clip of me just basically landing on the last UFO. From testing. So I know that that's possible. I basically don't keep up with runs anymore now, though. So if there is a strat that people have, I have no idea what it would be. Outside of me just doing this myself. Except sometimes getting caught by that laser. So that's like a, that's like the speedrun strat. You just gravity slingshot your way to the end and skip the entire stage. It's like Zug says it's like a Mario backwards long jump, but anime and uses ground pounds. Kinda. Oh my god, I'm bad. I'm bad at this game now, guys. I'm not good at this anymore. Man. I feel like I haven't streamed in like 2-3 weeks just because work has been no, actually like 4 weeks basically at this point, just because work's in the way. Work's gotten in my way. It's gotten very tired. Alright, let's see what YouTube... let me catch up with YouTube chat. Skylander. Yeah, I did have an 18-second PB. I do have an 18-second PB for this, rather. I'm not really pushing anymore. Don't expect me to push world records. I'm just sort of like messing around with the game, giving Kevin a lot of feedback for what I think he could do to improve the game. I kind of just direct message him, honestly. A lot of my feedback and suggestions. Mostly because I kind of find it's... Okay, straight up, I'm gonna be completely transparent about this. There's no useful feedback in the speedrunning Discord. There's very little actual good feedback in the speedrunning Discord. There's a game testers and a feedback channel, but in terms of like trying to improve the game overall, there's garbage feedback. It's all just about, I want this so I can speedrun the level better. I'm like, that's kind of not what he's asking though. Or like, here's very much an edge case bug that's not going to come up in 99% of the runs, therefore it's not worth any effort until I'm at the very end of development and just cleaning stuff up. It's not something to really consider. But the bulk of feedback for this game is basically that, and I've kind of gotten very upset at it. Not to mention, I've got certain individuals that are very difficult to listen to, honestly. This is gonna be straight up. Gonna be straight up. It's just very, So I'm just actually not in that Discord server anymore. I literally just direct message Kevin any feedback I have because it's a cleaner way for me to like give him my long write-ups on like, here's something that I have feedback on, a lot of my explanation as to why I might have these feelings about a certain mechanic or certain level design choice and how I feel you could improve it, or like what I think is working well and what's strong. But like, man, the only other person I saw basically to provide any meaningful feedback in terms of like long form, detailed, in-depth feedback to Kevin, before I decided to leave the Discord server, for the speedrun of the game, because I'm just playing the game. I'm not even speedrunning it anymore, honestly. It's just another runner, Rice Boy. He had a... I forget what the specifics were on his write-up, but at least he was writing in detail about like a justification he had and like a feedback thing he had. But like no one else is like, at least within the dedicated channels for feedback and testing, are like really like diving into their feedback and like really giving like solid explanation and justification that you could use to then like further refine your game design choices. I feel like that's what Kevin would like the most, which is, as far as he's expressed to me, that's what he would like, but no one really gives it. Yeah, it's whatever, really. Like, Skylander, it's not that big a deal. Like, you got other people still running the game. Like, literally, okay. So, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. Like, I'm just one guy, right? I'm just one guy. Like, I made it my goal when I saw that everyone was really... When there were only 2 levels, when we only had Ame's Office and Pop on Rocks, I made it a goal for me to get everyone to run all the other stages and categories. So, part of that was me being antagonistic in the Discord, leaning into that sort of, like, WWE-style kayfabe, being that antagonistic villain heel kind of role, so that I would be pushing people. And I did start to push some people. And now we're at a point where people do run the other categories, do run the other levels. I no longer need to push because other people are doing it now because they have the motivation to do so now. Which is basically my primary goal, because I think this game fundamentally is very solid. And I think it's fun. I just was not happy with people only running the first stage. Any percent. There were so many other things they could do, but everyone just kept wanting to grind out a 13-second level, you know? So that goal is accomplished. That was like my primary goal for speedrunning the game to begin with. The fact that I got records along the way, that was pretty good. It helped lean into the kayfabe. Just a bit more, you know? It's just how it is. That yeet. Yeah, fraud, that yeet. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Pinky, Skylander, I understand I know you guys know that it's kind of a bit of a mess. But I think part of that is to do because it's within the speedrunning Discord. The mentality there isn't actually about trying to make the game better, it's about trying to make the runs better. And it attracts more of a certain type of individual that leans one way versus another. Like, I like the game. I want the game to improve. I was upset a little bit when the mechanics changed because I had a preference to mechanics. I prefer the older mechanics to the newer mechanics, but I understand from a development standpoint that it had to change. So, at the very least, what we can do is, like, figure out why we liked the old mechanics. Give the reasoning in depth of, like, what it enabled us to do, or how it, in terms of, like, how it felt, and all those details, and give that to Kevin in as clear of an expression as possible so he understands what he should try to achieve with new mechanics. Barely anyone. No one actually really did that. They just said, oh, this is now bad. Or this is now good. Or, no, it was mostly just this is bad. But, you know, it's just, that's just how people are. You can't expect people to know how to, like, really... What's the word I'm trying to say? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, really, be able to, like, express their thoughts in detail clearly. It's a skill. It's like how, like, it's like, you know how in school a lot of people can't write essays well? A lot of people in college will still write, like, a elementary school essay, like, in this essay I will prove blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You know, it's all kind of like some dumb writing stuff. People don't really know how to, like, communicate their ideas clearly, in detail, in a way that you can understand and, like, have a full comprehensive understanding of what it is you're trying to get across. But so it's whatever, man. It's whatever. It's just how it is. Where am I? Am I lost? What up, Banana Jose? I mean, if you're lost, I'm lost too. Gonna be straight up, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I'm just pushing buttons. I'm just pushing buttons. Oh no! I missed. Slow run. Next speedrun game is Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection Zug. I don't know. I don't know what my next speedrun game is gonna be. I don't know what I want to speedrun. I know I'm gonna want to do individual hunt speedruns for Monster Hunter. But I'm not sure what my next speed game is going to be. I did this for a little bit. I still have to work my way through Persona 5 Strikers. I'm not sure if I'm going to speedrun that game. It seems like it'll be a little long for a speedrun, so I'm not entirely sure it's a game I want to speedrun. I do need to get back to practicing my Bloodstained speedruns. I still haven't uploaded a single one to YouTube. I'm almost sub-hour, so I'm really trying to push that before I upload to YouTube, but we'll see. Oh, Janelle the Kid, thank you for the Twitch follow, man. Appreciate it. I just pushed the button. Yeah, Fraud, that's me too. I pushed the button. Sup, Dregs? How's it going, man? How you doing? You know what? Let me see if I can enable... Let me see if I can enable multi-stream chat. Can I do that? I should be able to do that, right? Unified chat. I have no idea if I can actually get my YouTube chat to show up in the unified chat. I know I can get Twitch. I'm not sure I can get YouTube in the same unified chat. It'd be really cool if I could. I know I can get Twitch. I don't know if I can get YouTube. I might have to rely on, what's the I might have, like, what, Restream or something? I know I can do, I know those two can do, that, Restream can do Twitch and YouTube together. I might want to look into Glimish at some point as well, but I know Glimish is not using RTMP as a streaming protocol. They're using Mixer's FTL. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around. I'm gonna have to figure out what works well for us. You said I'm not... You said you're not actually gonna speedrun this again, seriously? I mean, I don't foresee that, Pinky. I don't really foresee myself, see myself in the immediate future or the near future, putting too much time into speedrunning this game. There's just a lot of other games I want to play as well that are coming out, especially towards the end of the month. Like, for me, the main game that I've been looking forward to a lot recently is the new Monster Hunter on Switch. And that's gonna be the primary game that's like gonna take up like all of my life once it comes out. At least that's like what I'd want, because I love Monster Hunter. It's like my favorite game series, honestly. And I like this game, but not enough to like eat up my Monster Hunter time. Not enough to eat up my Monster Hunter time. So I'm still going to, like, of course, I'm gonna do my I'll stream still playing this game. I'm gonna figure out some routing for myself. I'll like give Kevin feedback, of course, because I want Kevin to succeed in developing this game further and making it really accessible but also very fun. So I'm still gonna like play this game. I'm still gonna stream this game. If I find myself with an interesting route or whatever, I might speedrun it. But I don't really foresee myself doing many serious runs anymore. It's just not in the cards right now. It's not in the cards anymore. YY, what's going on, man? How you doing? It's been a couple of weeks. How are you?
Ready?
I know for me, I got a retail job for a little bit. Dude, I hate retail, guys. Retail sucks. If you work retail, I sympathize because, man, it's terrible. It's not even like regular retail, it's like retail tech support. Not Geek Squad if that's what you're thinking, but man, does it suck all the same. It sucks all the same. At least I have tomorrow off, but basically I got a job, which is part of the reason why, a new job, part of the reason why I haven't been really doing too many runs, haven't been really streaming too much as well. That's been taking up a lot of my time. I'm very tired getting home, so not really too much energy to stream, you know, all that jazz. But I have been applying to other places just to get out of retail as well. And I did manage to get a job at a pharmaceutical company, working on the software to an extent. So no more retail. Gonna be moving from hourly wage to a salaried position. It's a much shorter commute for me, so hopefully that means more time to maybe like find out a regular stream schedule, work on some of the projects that I've had sitting on the back burner for a while. I know for the people watching me on Twitch right now, I know y'all know I still got all of that, those brawl mods I need to work on. For YouTube chat, if you're not aware, I
am an active modder for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I have a couple of projects that I've been working on, and I still need to finish up. So if you are into Project M at all, if you are aware of that mod, or Project M, Project Plus, either of those, I do have stuff in the pipeline for that mod in the future. Maybe even if you're just aware of it, or like aware of, like, say, Smash Ultimate modding. I got Smash modding stuff in the pipeline that I've been like sitting on for like months, and I just never finished. So I might do that. I'm not sure if I want to stream it, just because it's actually really dry and boring. It's very fun for me, but it is not very engaging content, I guess you could say. Not the most engaging content in the world. Also, I think I lost my Twitch chat, so I can't see my Twitch chat anymore. I think I lost my Twitch chat. Hey, I appreciate the congrats, guys. No, yeah, no, I've been, it's just, I guess it's a little bit of an unexpected windfall, a little bit, you know? So, hopefully that works out well. It's a good fit for me, and hopefully I can grow with that company so that it's not gonna be a problem. Hopefully it will just go. I do think I lost my Twitch chat, though. I really need to figure out this restream chat, this multi-chat situation really quick. Man, I love, so this is like probably my favorite level from the game, just because I really like the rhythm-based nature of it. I'm a rhythm gamer, like GURA by nature, so I like anything that involves rhythm and music in a stage, whether it's a platformer or something like that. I appreciate it. And there is some beat timing to this stage, so I do like that. But man, I do miss the way this level used to play. I very much miss the way this level used to play. It's very different now, and I'm not entirely sure it's for the better. If you got into the new mechanics, then by all means, more power to you. They're still good, they're just very different, and I'm not used to them, so I'm just bad with the new mechanics.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Noxer. Here's an easy game.
Oh yeah, no. I was basically spending I was basically spending a solid hour and a half to 2 hours every day just commuting. And dude, that's a lot of time. 2 hours is a lot of time. That's a time I could use to stream, honestly. That's like a whole stream right there. So one, that's a lot of gas. So it's a little bit rough on the wallet, a little bit rough on the bank account, a little bit rough been at putting on the miles, you know. But like it works so far. It's been working out a little bit. I'm like making more than I'm like spending, which is fine. I'd like to have been making a bit more, but it's what it is. It's a retail position, whatever. But oh man, dude, I've been taking that time to listen to a lot of podcasts, which is nice. And a lot of like news articles. So if you guys don't know, Apple has their Apple News app, and they partner with a lot of like different publications to have a lot of their articles on their platform, so it's all in like one place and very accessible. I'm currently still running on a trial of Apple News Plus, and I'm like, it's probably the only reason I would like an iPhone is because only iPhones get access to Apple News Plus audio articles, which is just basically narrated versions of really long-form editorial and op-ed pieces, and I've been really enjoying it. There's a lot of stuff that's been like just very interesting to listen to. A lot of coverage that I normally wouldn't have read otherwise, just because I can listen to it instead of watch it, which I think why people like audiobooks so much. If you can listen to something instead of just like having to read through it slowly, you can do that while you're not paying attention, and oh man, it's kind of a really fun experience, just like having articles read to you very well. So I've been enjoying that on my drives, but man, if I could reclaim those 2 hours, I wouldn't mind listening to less news and like doing another stream, like maybe doing a stream once or twice a week. I don't know, probably just once a week, honestly, for now. All right, let me catch up in the YouTube chat here because I can't see the Twitch chat. Let me catch up the YouTube chat. What changed in the game? I only see this from the clips that pass by my feed. So, it's very tricky to explain in detail. a lot of the physics did ultimately change. The way the game used to work was the way bounces were calculated was based off of a lot of very weird collision and vector math. If you understand vectors, it kind of got really messy though and broke in a number of cases. I guess when Kevin was doing his testing, so he removed that and redid how platform collision works, how bounces work, to make it, I would say, easier for him to expand down the line, without having to deal with very messy edge cases. Which, again, from a game development standpoint, it's something that you do kind of want. You want to make the game easier for you to expand upon. Especially if the game's still in development. I wouldn't even call the game in like a full-on alpha state. So, if anything for him to make it easier, I fully understand. It did change a lot of the way we had to approach, particularly this stage, because this was the first stage in the game. And so this stage has had a lot of changes. If you take a look at smol Ame speedruns, and you look at them from like the end of January and the beginning of February, versus you look at them now at the end of February and the start of March, the speedrun routes are very different. They're similar, but you can see the way they move is different. The same with Pop on Rocks, because Pop on Rocks was also in the first version of the game. The way you interact with the stage and the way you bounce and move, the trajectories you have and all that stuff, notably different. Red Heart was also added in while we still had the old physics. There are a couple runs of that. It's where if you are aware of the 49-second time I had on Red Heart, that was done on the old physics. And that was done with a trick that we call pot skip. It can't be done anymore. It was dependent on high frame rate. Kevin did stuff to normalize the physics so that it no longer was dependent on how fast your frame rate was going. Meaning you couldn't just buy a better GPU, get more frames, and break the game. And he's still like correcting stuff like that as well to keep the playing field relatively even. That's kind of on me. I kind of ended up saying out loud that a lot of things are frame rate dependent in this game, which led to a lot of stuff. It would have been found out eventually, but I ruined it for me and everyone else because I was using those frame rate dependent strats. So sorry, not sorry. Yeah, you'll mostly notice a lot of those changes with people at the edge of platforms. There was this weird interaction at the platform where Ame would tilt at the edge. We no longer have that tilt. Instead, we now have this teeter, which it's the primary change, I would say. And then there's a number of other changes that sort of like compound and like really just change the overall feel of the game. The core concept is the same, but now the feel is just like, it's like the different flavors of Smash almost, I would say. It's not 100%. It's like conceptually, like a lot of the Smash games are very much the same kind of a thing, but then they all feel very different. And some people will have their preferences, and like some people prefer the older ones, some people like the newer ones. Everyone's got their preference. I like the old ones, mostly because I felt like I had more expression and more fine control at that point in time in the game. But who knows, maybe it comes back, maybe Kevin figures out a way to satisfy the desires from people who played the old versions with his development goals. So maybe that's in the future. I don't know yet. Mod Ame ground pound in Smash Brawl. I'm not sure how I would do that. I've had ideas. I've also had ideas because there's a lot of the 3D models for the characters. It wouldn't be particularly crazy to mod HoloLive characters into a Smash game. You could do it into Brawl. You could do it into Smash 4. You could do it into Smash Ultimate if you really wanted to. There's a couple of things you could do. There's a couple. I was talking with a friend the other night, actually, like maybe a week and a half ago. We were kind of just joking about what you could do in terms of like what character would go over another character. And we have some ideas. I kind of didn't write them down, and I haven't acted on them. But there's some silly potential in that idea of modding HoloLive into Smash. There's some potential there. There's some potential there. Alright. Do you enjoy the news? Yeah, why? No, I feel you. There's like a lot of articles that I'm listening to sometimes when I listen to the Apple News Plus audio articles that are very emotionally draining. But like the longer editorial pieces that delve into like a certain niche part of the news that I'm not very aware of, I think those very much give me a different perspective, because those will go like deeper and they'll get like more human perspectives from people involved from like different angles, and it'll give you a different appreciation of like I don't know, just a lot of like current events and stuff like that. And it's not always just like straight news. It's like editorial pieces. Like think of like the longer form pieces of journalism you would find in like say the New York Times, I feel, or like Wall Street Journal, Vogue, occasionally some stuff from Vox. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff you could go through. Mother Earth, a lot of different things, and I found it to be very eye-opening, maybe is the word. A little humbling, I guess, because there's so much that I don't know, you know. But it's been generally for me a good experience, as I've been listening to the news a lot more recently since I've had the time to do so. You have to go to the Spider Zone then. Yeah, now you have to. I'm sorry, I'm like behind on chat because I'm rambling, but. Yeah, Mars, no, yeah, we have to go into the Hachima Spider Zone now. We can't skip the pot anymore. I thought that was a very cool skip back in the past. I thought it was a really cool skip. And as much as, I kind of wish Kevin would let us keep it, just because, like, it's something you have to very much go out of your way to make happen. You have to go out of your way to make it happen. But I understand, maybe he doesn't want it to be the case. In this case, you know, it's his game, ultimately. He can do as he wants. We'll just adapt to it, as everyone does whenever, like with a new game. If someone makes a change, you complain a little bit, but then you ultimately just adapt, or you just don't play. One or the other. I don't see myself not playing. It's just like, you just gotta adapt. Maybe not do a run exactly, but you know, figure it out, appreciate it for what it is, do all that jazz. Israel Martinez. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. GURA and smol ame? Oh yeah. It's this little Easter egg. Actually, if you
I'm not sure. So in previous test versions, and I believe Kevin has showed this off in the speedrunning Discord as well. For a while, he originally had just like a chicken sprite representing Kiara, and all the jumps would be like kick, kick, and then a ground pound would be kikiriki. So I did see that suggestion in this. I believe I saw that suggestion in the speedrunning Discord, but it has happened. I'm assuming because it's a little weird just seeing a non-moving chicken sprite. He didn't keep it in. I'm assuming he was just testing loading a different character sprite or character model up, which it was a good proof of concept, and now he has the GURA model working. So you know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I do think it would be funny to see a. It'd be funny to see a. What's the word? Yeah, it'd be funny to see Kiara. I think if we did see a Kiara, and like I know we were talking earlier about like if the different characters had different mechanics. I think what I would like to personally see for Kiara is she moves a little slower, but she gets a double jump. So like she can potentially go through the platforming easier, but at a slower rate. So you have to like balance between like going fast and going slow. I think that would be a pretty interesting implementation for Kiara. Let her get the height, but she just can't go as fast. So you could potentially skip some stuff in like level like say Pop on Rocks, which could potentially be faster. I'm not entirely sure. We'd have to play around with it and test, but know, that's up for Kevin to decide. I can only offer my suggestions at most. Let's see here. Yo, Sushi! You prefer the current implementation of the mechanics versus the tilt? Yeah, no, I'm aware that there are a few people. I'm not even sure if it's a few at this point. I do know though that there are people who solidly prefer tilt the current teeter. I guess you could call it. Who prefer teeter to tilt. Tilt is definitely harder. I do think by a long shot, tilt is the harder mechanic, but it's like, it's harder, but there's a lot of control in it once you get used to it. That's like the way I feel about, tilt. Tilt was one of those things, because I was doing speedruns since the first version of the game, I'd come to appreciate and like really start to get a handle on, I guess, the, nuances of it. And I felt very comfortable with it, which is why I prefer it, and I kind of miss it, because I could go higher off of a Bubba Bounce, or I could go farther off of a Bubba Bounce than what I am currently capable of with the current implementation of Bubba Bouncing and Edge Bouncing. Not to say I don't think it's good or anything, or bad or anything. I just prefer the old way. Yeah, basically that's it, Pinky. Only vets like us, us seniors, us old, yeah, basically the seniors, senior citizens. I qualify for my senior discount at the IHOP, so. Yo, JC, nice. Get that PB down, dude. You're so close to a sub 13. So many. I feel like everyone expects that sub 13 now. Like, that's the common good time. And that's kind of partially why I wasn't really running, because like everyone just kind of wanted that short time for. Did I not get hit by the little beam there? That was weird. So I found this level to be very inconsistent, I guess you could say. In that I felt like there are moments where I will sometimes like not get caught on UFO gravity, and other moments where I feel like sometimes I miss completely. Like I'll just completely whiff and go through a what am I? I'll like completely just whiff and the UFO lasers. Like I touch them, but they don't kill me. So I'm not entirely sure what their collision is looking like. I feel like it's a little odd. Maybe it's something for Kevin to look at. Not that big a deal, because like, hey, if a laser doesn't kill me, I'm not complaining. You know? It's like, if it doesn't work, I'm not complaining. That's kind of one of those instances where something not working is to my benefit. And whenever something doesn't work to my benefit, you can be damn well sure I'm going to take advantage of it where I can. And it's kind of how a lot of emergent gameplay really works. It's, so I'm just like wondering with the, because so this goes back to like why I like the tilt back over the current gameplay implementation. I very much like emergent gameplay as a thing to think about and something to play around. When you design your game mechanics in such a way that you can theoretically see someone doing something, but you don't necessarily foresee how they're going to completely use it, I think that that is a potentially wonderful thing for the development of the game as players develop the playstyle of the game and like really come to terms and wrapping around the mechanics of it without developer intervention. So that's partly why I really like the old Bubba Bounce, because the tilt method was very much a thing that the players made our own, and something that like the more experienced of us got very, very familiar with. And now the fact that it's hard-coded in, I can appreciate that it's hard-coded in now, like the mechanics, because of the teeter. But it feels less like it was a player-discovered thing as well. So it's a little bit saddening, because I felt like it was like a sort of a player behavior to do a Bubba Bounce, so it's to manipulate the vector of the bounce and then
you know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm just an old man reminiscing. Y'all can just ignore my rambling, honestly. No, that's a little too low. I'm not really gonna make it where I want it. See, I almost made it to the end there. And so, I don't know. Sometimes you just shoot yourself clear to the end. Zug! The chat stopped working. I can't see my Twitch chat right now. I would respond to the Twitch comments, Zug. I can't see them. Alright, okay, hold on. Let's take care of this. I'm gonna go to Restream. I'm gonna go pull up the Restream chat because the mobcrush chat isn't working. Let me see here. How do I do the chat for Restream? The Restream chat. Go open the Restream chat so that I can talk to the Twitch boys because they're Sag. They're big Sag that I can't. I can't even connect to my YouTube channel on Restream. I can't win, guys. That's whatever. What's the... I wasn't even trying to do that edge bounce. Or that Bubba. Stop. Gura, stop. Like, no, I'm literally not getting any Twitch chat through my any of my web pages right now. I don't know what's going on. I'd like have to open up my channel or something. I don't know what's going on, man. My stuff's weird, dude. Alright, let's see. Pizza Cat, is Pecoland new? Pecoland is not that new. It's it is the third newest stage, I would say. Because the most recent stage is this one to the moon, and then the newest stage before that is the Reverse Ame's office, and then before that is Pecoland, I believe. Unless Pecoland and Reverse Ame got released at the same time. I forget. I'm old. I have no long-term memory. I'm very bad at remembering things. Kind of new to small Ame at anything above a casual level. Honestly, speedrunning is a curse. Speedrunning is a curse. It's okay to be interested in it and to watch it casually, but never do a speedrun yourself. It's a curse because then you'll never want to play a game slowly ever again. It's a curse. I bounced into the... What? What? I bounced off a UFO? How did that happen? How did that happen? This game has sick tech? Yeah, no, the game is surprisingly, like, deep in terms of, like, the stuff you can figure out. I think, oh, whoops, that was a mistake. Pushed ground pound when I shouldn't have. Alright, I'm gonna have to open up Twitch chat at some point, because I can't even see my Twitch chat. Here's a question for you guys, I guess. Let me open up my Twitch chat, since I have not... Let me do that right now. Okay, I'm opening up my Twitch chat. Dashboard.twitch.tv. There you go. I'm opening up my Twitch chat. Y'all, Twitch boys, you can stop being sad now, because I'm opening up the chat. I'll be able to see what you guys are saying now. I know my stream's probably unstable as hell, but I'll be able to see it. Oh yeah, I see Zug's stuff. Zug. Yeah, okay, now I see all the messages. I don't know why they're not showing up. I see your messages now, Zug. I see them. But, I just don't know why they weren't showing up. It's weird. I did it again. I bounced off a UFO. I don't know how that happens. Is this game made by the same guy that made Small Ame? It's the same game. Same game tech for you. This is the exact same game as the... Because this is... Small GURA is just an option. Here, I'll show you. So... let me just go back to the level select menu here. Oh, that is disorienting as hell to me. That one, I kind of feel like we need like fixed camera or something. So that button is the character selector button, basically. So now, I go here. We're not GURA anymore. Wow.
Ulysses, do I speak Spanish? I took Spanish in high school. I took it all the way to what is effectively college level and advanced placement Spanish. But I'm gonna be straight with you. I have not spoken Spanish in a long time. I have forgotten it all. So, we can try to speak in Spanish. I'm not gonna know much of anything outside of ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? That's about all I remember. So I don't really got too much for you there in terms of a Spanish conversation capacity. I know some, but not really. I can recognize words, that's about it. Gonna bounce off a UFO. Oh no, I caught it. But like, that's not fast. Yeah, I don't... No! That was weird. Do you know if this mad lad plans to make a level for every girl? Yeah, I don't know what Kevin's plans are for how many stages he wants to do. Because there's a lot you could do still. There's still a lot of stages that you could potentially make. Especially because like so many of the Hololive girls have their own songs now. And like this is based off of Muna. I think ultimately it comes down to what mechanics he can come up with, right? So like, I'm sure this was partially inspired by Ame playing Super Mario Galaxy. It also helps that Muna, Alien, the moon, you know? So there you go. He could do an underwater level. Everyone hates water levels, but every platformer needs a water level. He could do a GURA themed water level at some point. Kevin, if you're in here, please don't make a water level, but also actually make a water level. You shouldn't make a water level because water levels are pain, but at the same time, you should 100% make a water level because water levels are pain. Yeah, so right there, I was like, I kept having to shift my hand left and right, which I don't really think that that's very smooth. So like, I feel like that's the biggest weakness of this level right now. Everything else about this level, I'm generally okay with. I just dislike the last UFO section a good amount. I'm not sure if other people would feel the same way, but like for me, I am personally kind of iffy on that last section. Whether I'm speedrunning it or not, I think it's like the iffiest section of this stage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing particularly too hot with this level, honestly. Coronel, yeah, you could do that one as retro. You could do that one as retro. She's a retro gamer. That one would make 100% sense. This is not gonna go anywhere. Gonna hit a UFO again. Yep, hit the UFO again. So in the test version, I'm not sure what I did different in the test version where I managed to just clear my way straight to the end. I have a clip of it where I literally just did an 18-second level. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that again. Will I ever do it again? I don't expect to actually ever hit it again. So I'm not even gonna stress about it, honestly. It's just gonna happen. I don't know when it'll happen. I don't know, man. This is whatever, really. Man. I really do like this level though. I think this level is probably one of the most interesting yet. I think I still prefer Pop on Rocks over this level. I just like that this level has like gravity slingshots. I like the gravity slingshot mechanic, really. Like, oh no! I really like the gravity slingshot. I'm gonna be straight up. I actually really enjoy doing that. It's really funny. I think it's really satisfying to pull off. Like, to me, I don't know. To me, that's just like the coolest thing, man.
Also, all I'm doing is I'm just holding left. Once I do the bounce, I'm just holding left. I'm not even thinking about anything. I just like hold left. It's so awkward. The camera flipping is like really awkward. I think that's like, I do think that Kevin can figure it out and come up with a solution that he likes, and I think is a little bit more intuitive than just whatever it's doing right now. But I do think like the weakest part of this level is like the last UFO section, and particularly just the gravity flipping in general. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's like it just doesn't. It's like the weakest part. It's not to say it's bad. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just eh. That's like the one part I'm eh about. I like the UFOs. I like the spherical gravity. Even if I do get a little bit of motion sickness. I get a little bit of motion sickness sometimes during the gravity slingshot. It could just be me. I'm not sure if anyone else experiences that gravity, that motion sickness. I know I do. A little bit. It's not that bad. It's gotten pretty bad. Yo, there it is, JC. Let's go. You managed the sub 13. Let's go. Good job, bud. Nice PB. Oh, this might be it. This might be the one. It's not the one. It's not the one. I clipped the UFO. Oh, man. I was actually expecting to get a new fight stick by the end of February. Hasn't come in yet. There's still some manufacturing issues for it, so I haven't gotten the fight stick I wanted yet. But I did want to play small Ame with it, but I don't have it right now, so this might be the one. Nope. That could have been. That one felt pretty good. That one felt pretty good. Not gonna lie, that one was pretty good. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. So this game is actually a really interesting game to try to stream on Twitch. And by interesting, I mean, it's completely not worth it to stream this game on Twitch at all. I can guarantee you guys that if you're gonna stream this game, don't even bother trying to stream this game on Twitch. Bro went flying. Yeah, man. Yeah, Zug, I'm just zooming. But yeah, if you're trying to play this game and stream it and you want interaction, don't even bother. Don't even bother with Twitch. Don't even bother. Because there's no category for this game on Twitch. There's just no way for you to have any discoverability for this game on Twitch. Unless you're already a big channel or you're very much, or you have like a big base already. There's no way for anyone to find this on Twitch. You're either streaming under other, or you have no category, or you're under just talking. And in any of those three situations, there are so many other people, and there's so many other things to sift through, that you just basically cannot find a thing related. So you'll just never get found if you stream this game on Twitch. You want to stream this game, YouTube is the real only place to look for it. Or like the only worthwhile place to stream this game, in my opinion. So if anyone's from the speedrunning Discord watching right now, I'm telling you straight up, don't even bother trying to stream this game on Twitch. Even if you have a Twitch channel, even if you have an affiliate, as long as you don't stream this on Twitch or stream this on YouTube, you won't have any problems with the affiliate agreement. Because like you don't have to deal with the exclusivity clause or anything. Just stream this game on YouTube. It's not worth the effort to stream this on Twitch. It's completely worthless. The only reason I have a double stream going, a Twitch chat going on right now is because I'm doing like a double stream or restream to Twitch because I through what am I using? Mobcrush. So I'm like streaming to Mobcrush, and then that's going out to both YouTube and Twitch just so I can do it. Because nothing's stopping me. But at the same time, it's also like the Twitch side, it's just really, I personally don't even think it's really worth it for this game. It's just not worth it. Is there actually a category for this game on Twitch now? Really? That's good. Still going to be a very small category that barely anyone's going to be looking into. It's basically just a speedrunning Discord. And at that point, again, you might as well stream to YouTube. And it's actually interesting to hear that it's on Twitch now. I've not been keeping up with any sort of developments like that, Pinky, so that's good to hear. But again, yeah, no, I even with that news, I don't think it changes the my opinion too much that you just shouldn't stream the game on Twitch. It's just not worth it. I feel like if I want to do more of my Project M and Project Plus Brawl modding work in the future, I could stream it on Twitch, but the Brawl category for Twitch is so small that I just might as not well stream to it. I feel like I'm not really sure if that content is even worth streaming, honestly. So I don't know. I like live streaming, and I like doing that. I like making live stream content and all that other jazz. But I'm either probably going to just stick to the back end and just keep making stuff for people because I'm pretty decent at making stuff in terms of like custom stream overlays and stuff, like actual interactive elements. Or I just focus on like very specific game speedruns and like, I don't know, high level, I don't know, man. I actually don't know what I want to do with my life in terms of content. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here playing dumb video games, pushing buttons, and rambling about nothing. I do appreciate that you guys are listening. But like, I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling. Just call me the Ramblin' Man. Alright. Like, the one thing for me that sucked about working retail, I actually come home very tired. I haven't even been streaming an hour and a half, and I'm already actually kind of exhausted. So I'll probably we'll do a couple more goes at this stage just to see if I can actually just skip to the end without having to like bump a UFO. I just want to not bump a UFO. That's all I want. I just want to not bump a UFO. If I can do that, cool. If not, also fine. Also fine. We'll just stop at about an hour 30 in. Yeah, Kirito, actually, so have I tried Persona 5 Strikers? I already have it. I pre-purchased it, so I was actually playing it on the 19th, but again, I've been very tired after work, and I just haven't like had the motivation to like play video games really, so it's like I have it, I'm not anywhere past the second jail, if you know where I'm at, just going off of that. I am so behind, like, so many of my friends are basically already done with the game, and I'm just sitting here, having finished the second jail and not gone anywhere since then. I'm like, man, I just want to play my game, but I'm too tired to play my game when I get home from work. I'm too tired. I'm too tired. The only reason I feel like I'm even able to play this, one, because it's a new update, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, talk about it, get people's feelings on it, share my feelings on it. And I'm off tomorrow, so like if I'm gonna be really tired tomorrow, that's fine because I'm off. But oh my god, guys, like my eyes are pretty heavy right now. My eyes are pretty heavy right now. Man, why am I so bad? Why am I so bad? What keeps happening? Kirito, I see that some of your messages get retracted. I'm not super keeping up on it. Zug, I know. I push buttons in every game. I'm a masher. You know I'm a masher. We were playing Skullgirls last night. If you guys play fighting games, yo, that new Annie update in Skullgirls, it's pretty good. Same time, I'm really bad. I only won 1 out of 20 matches last night. But hey, I won 1, and I could go to bed happy. I could go to bed happy, Zug. That's all I wanted. So now all I want, same thing. I just want 1 successful run so that I can go to bed somewhat satisfied. I'm gonna be a masher, but at least I'm gonna be satisfied with my mashing. I don't even have to be the best. I just have to be satisfied with myself. That's all I want. I don't even need world record anymore.
Records don't even matter. I just want to be satisfied with myself. The only world record I have now is Grady Zucchi in the Monster Hunter Rise demo, and that's not gonna matter in a couple of weeks, so it's fine. You know who? What's going on, man? Yeah, no, we were small GURA. Right now we're back to Ame. I'll go back to GURA in a sec. I feel like I was doing better with GURA than I am with Ame, so I might switch back. Yeah, man. Rambling, dude. Sometimes you just need to ramble. You just need to let the brain go on autopilot. And let it go where it wants to go. Sometimes you can figure stuff out that way. Sometimes you gotta, like, sit through it proper. Other times you just let your brain go. Alright, so let me switch to GURA really quick. Hey, we're small. We're even smaller. Ah, 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 ah. Ah. I like that Kevin went out of the way to make all of her noises just ah. Even the death noises are just ah. Like ah. It's all ah. That's a pretty good attention to detail on Kevin's part. He could have picked any other death noises, but he went for the ones that were only ah. I think that's actually I appreciate that. That's like a really good attention to detail, honestly. You could have picked like any other like exclamations she's done out when she's died, whatever. But for Ame, he stuck to gremlin noises, and for GURA, he stuck to ah. Good on you, Kevin. I respect it. Oh no, I caught onto the gravity so late. I feel like at some point, maybe when this game is closer to done, I should ask Kevin for a debug viewer for this game. I should 100% ask for a debug viewer. Ah. Ah. If we had a debug viewer, oh man, the strategies we could theoretically come up with is with a proper debug viewer. I could only imagine. I know Kevin can see hitboxes when he's making levels, but if we could see those hitboxes, that'd be wonderful. I kind of wish that we could convince Kevin to like leave gaps in like kill planes or something. Just for those of us who are really trying super hard just to get our crazy skips, but with like extreme precision. Like, don't make it easy, but leave it in there for us to be able to theoretically do. I think that would be great. We're not making it. We almost made it, actually. Maybe I should ground pound. Hey, Manergy, what's going on, man? Yep. We got some, I guess in this case, it's more small GURA than small Ame. Yeah. Same game still, but more GURA than Ame. What the? Weird. This is... Oh no, I fell off. No. It's really weird. I want to be able to skip that last UFO section, but it's a little awkward. I feel like even compared to when I was testing this 2 days ago, there have been some changes. I'm not sure if it was a change to the level or if it was a change to the physics, but something changed in the last 2 days that I played this game for testing and today. There have been some changes and I'm not sure what they are because, oh boy, something is slightly off, basically. Something is slightly off. Not too big a deal. We'll adapt as we always do, but something's off. Yo, Shwoomza, if we got Callie and it was just Gah, I would only be playing Callie. I would only be playing Callie if we had that. I love her Gah. Oh, the Gah is like my favorite thing. Gah is my favorite thing, like legit. I love Ga. Ga. You know what you know what? I just realized. When I got my 18-second PB on this level, right there, 18894. When I got my 18 seconds, I was playing on very low graphics settings. Right now I'm on ultra. So, let's go back to very low. There we go. Not too much of a visual change. We lost some things like shadows and the like, but hopefully we should be fine. Do you think Ina would be a humu? Actually, yeah, no, yeah, no, it would make sense. I'm not sure that would be a great ground pound sound though. Cause like one of the things we have to consider, because Kevin's clearly been doing this, is that any edge bounce has to make the same like melody. I'm not sure how that would sound with the Ina you know? It would be funny to me, but I'm not sure how it would sound. Not sure how it would sound, you know? Ina would be wa? No, yeah, you're right. Ina would be wa. You guys are right. Ina would 100% be wa. Oh, I missed. There was an update 30 minutes ago. Ah, yeah. Okay, hold on. I had to make it. All right, hold on. We're doing this live. I'll play for the next 5 minutes. So what was the update from half an hour ago? Look, yeah, see, there it is. 40 minutes ago. Download. Thanks for the reminder. Thanks for the heads up, Pinky. Appreciate it. Let's go read the change log. What's on the change log? Is there a change log for the current version? Sure hope there's a change log for the current version. There's no change log for the current version. Wonderful. Okay. So, okay, let's go up the new version. Let's load up the new version then. No change log. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let me yeah, there is no changelog. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and close smol ame. But then I'm gonna go ahead and open smol ame. So here's the new update. Let's see what's changed, if anything at all has changed. Did I break it? No, we're good. That's not Ame. Nothing appears to have changed so far. It could be a bug fix update, really. Oh, or unless the physics of the buttons changed? Is that new? Maybe the button physics have changed. Does that mean Nope, never mind. Those are still about the same. Let's give this a shot and see if this feels any different. Okay, so, alright, thanks for confirmation, Pinky. Seems like it is just a minor bug fix. And by minor bug fix, I mean fixing speedrunner complaints. Because that's really what the bug fixes end up being. Half the time, I feel like you shouldn't even acknowledge speedrun complaints in development. Because, like, you'll just develop your game normally anyway, and then the speedrunners will just adapt. What do I think of Hololive Alternative? Man, I'm kind of sad that the mismanagement of cover for the manga made Mizuru UK abandon his work on the manga. Because, if you guys know Mizuru UK, he's pretty fucking good at drawing. You guys know Mizuru UK, he's pretty fucking good at drawing. Big emphasis on the fucking. But I'm still interested in seeing what they can do with it.
I'm interested to see where they go with it. But, I'm just saddened by the content mismanagement that's already happened. It doesn't seem to be new though. Like, seems to just really highlight some of the mismanagement that Cover generally has, because they're kind of a young company that's just grown very fast and doesn't have a lot of strong middle management. Like Yago, everyone loves Yago, best girl, you know. And then like the individual managers for the different branches are all good. Like Enma, everyone loves Enma, right? But then like for some sort of middle management or project management, there's clearly some poor handling of stuff. So that's all I've managed for now. That's all I've managed to really gather out of Hololive Alternative. It's really just that incident with the manga is really highlighted some of the mismanagement that Cover has right now. Hopefully they improve on that in the future, because now Mizuru UK wants nothing to do with Hololive, even though he's such a big fan of modding. And that's really sad, but you know, it's whatever. It's already happened. Bad management's gonna be bad management. You can't really change too much about that, you know? Hey, Managy knows what I'm talking about. Managy knows what I'm talking about. Kai Hato is the Kevin Wendell. Kevin Wendell Crumb of Hololive. I see it. I like it. No. So I can kind of tell where the slingshot is What the heck happened there? That was the weirdest slingshot I didn't even know what was happening. What was happening? Where am I? I don't even know where I am anymore. What happened? What happened? I think I just ended up back at the I just ended up back at the beginning. What happened? Oh my goodness. Man, I wonder what's next up on the list of mechanics now that we've done different gravity. What's next on the list of mechanics for Kevin? You guys have any ideas of what might be the next on the list of the mechanics? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Shroomza. I get motion sickness from this level sometimes, and like I think it's a lot of with like, especially if I'm not focusing so much on the character and I focus a lot on the background movement, I get very motion sick sometimes from playing this level. So I don't know if there's like, if we went to very low, I would hopefully like, maybe we could get an option to turn that off if we're playing on like very low settings, because I get motion sick sometimes, man. Like that one wasn't comfortable for my eyes either. Just because the potential for gravity slingshots. Well, so realistically though, like the gravity slingshot stuff isn't something that most players are going to encounter. And by most players, I mean like all the casual players of this game. The speedrunners, yeah, they're going to be doing it because, you know, speedrunners, they got to go fast, and this is the fastest way to go through this level. But I feel like for the casual play, it kind of I've had some even when I did my first casual run of this level, I had a bit of motion sickness issues with this, so it's kind of, you know, it's just something I kind of gotta live with, I guess, almost a little bit, sort of, kind of, you know. Hold on. But you know, it's what it is. It is what it is. As always, it's just what it is. Yago, next character. So we could have a water-themed level. We could do a water-themed level with either GURA, or we could do a water-themed level with modding. Which do you think would be a better water? I think modding would be a better water level than GURA. As much as GURA is great, I think Marin would have the better water level. Sencho would have the better water level, 100%. Hachima is Silent Hill. Yeah, especially with her backstory, kinda. Oh my god. Oh my god. Small Fubuki would be a fun one. That would be a good one. Part of the issue is Kevin would basically have to do the sprites by himself. He has Ame, but he doesn't want to have to rely super hard on the Wolfie sprites all the time, especially because he doesn't have like an alternative to ground pound for like many of the other characters. So GURA in particular, he tweaked the sprite, but he also had to like he hand animated a lot of it with like a spline based skeleton, and that I understand. But then he'd have to like draw the other characters out. I mean, I would offer to do it for him. But I think he's wanting. Part of me thinks he wants to keep it a one-man operation, so I haven't really like offered like my actual help to him outside of just like outside of just like feedback. So I'll let him do his thing because like the game's still like a lot of it as like he has his own intent that he wants to do with it. So it's like I don't want to really get in the way of that. I want to help. I know Unity, and I'm like theorizing a lot of reasons as to why things are working the way they are just based off of my understanding of game physics and of how Unity collision and stuff works in general. But I want Kevin to keep his intent to this game. Keep a Choco level that is Hololive quiz themed. Actually, that might be an interesting one. I really like that idea. All right, Doug. Thanks for stopping by. I know I wasn't good on Twitch chat. I'll figure it out at some point. I'll figure out how to do chat at some point on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I'll figure it out. Next time though. Next time. If Marin ever collabed with Ina, oh man, that would be a fun one. Jack Sparrow and the Kraken. Yeah, that's basically it. That's literally it. Aqua would just be onions. How would you do an onion-themed level? I can't imagine it. How do you do an onion-themed level? I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. I ain't got nothing. Alright. Man, I'm actually really tired now. I'm actually really tired. I like these ideas. I like these ideas, guys. I'm just getting really tired. You know, it's a little bit past midnight my time. I've been going to bed at normie hours because of work, so the big sleepy is settling in. I'm about to board the train to Sleepy Time Junction, if you know what I'm saying. If y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, I'm about to board the train to Sleepy Time Junction. So, let's see. I'll give this like 5 more runs. 5 more attempts. 5 more attempts, not counting this one. And then we'll see where we end up. Because I just want to make it to the end. This one doesn't count either. This one doesn't count either. Alright, that's one. Alright, this is attempt 1. Let's see. Can I get a good run all the way to the end? Nope. Alright, that's 1. Let's go for 2. Ooh, that was pretty close. Pretty close. That was 2. This is 3. For 3. Lucky number 3. 3 times the charm. No. Sad. Sag. Alright. Fourth try? A Coco level, but it's actually just side-scroller Yakuza. Alright, let's try number 4. Come on. Number 4. Death Sensei, give me power. Death Sensei didn't give me any strength.
What the? I've never gotten launched that way before. I've always hit a death plane. All right, number 5. Let's go. Woo. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm never gonna get a good run again. I got it once during. No, hold on. I'm not counting. I wanted to get the bounce. I want to do the bounce. All right, come on. Go, 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 go. Nope. Bad one. Death Sensei. How did I end up here? Only on second planet. That was weird. I'm getting these really weird slingshots, man. Yeah, I think, so that's an interesting point there, Kirito. Because a lot of, basically, no, all of the stages so far are just strictly platforming. There's no enemies at all. There are hazards. We have hazards. And environmental things to avoid. But we don't have anything in the way of actual like enemies that impede our way, but we can interact with. The Pekora laugh arrows don't count. And I wouldn't really consider the UFOs. They're just more hazard than they are enemy because they're still platforms with just a hazard attached to them. So, yeah, we could definitely up the challenge if we had enemies too. Oh, speaking of challenge, I did pose this idea, and I think it's a little bit outside of scope right now. Oh god, that one always gets me. Oh my god. Ooh, my eyes. I think so. Ame should be 100% the baseline for this game. I think if we wanted to expand on some of the ideas that we're talking about here, like, so Ame is always going to be, or should always be, the baseline of this game. 100% you should design the levels around Ame, right? Off of her movement, her jump height, her run speed, the edge bouncing. Maybe not so much the bubba bouncing. Maybe the bubba bouncing if you're so inclined. But not too much the bubba bouncing. What I think would be interesting would be to then introduce other characters with like, and they're primarily just like slight differences to Ame. Like GURA's faster but doesn't jump as high. Kiara's slower but gets a double jump. And whatever else you could think of. And I think it would be an interesting way to add additional difficulty to the game. Or make a difficulty selector without actually making it an explicit difficulty selector. This is the last idea I'm gonna leave you guys with, because I think this is because I'm getting pretty tired. But I do like this idea, and I was telling Kevin about this earlier, so I want to hear what you guys think. I think if you made like Kiara effectively an easier mode because she has a double jump. It would be, it's a good way to add an easy mode to the game without explicitly calling it easy mode. Because you could beat the levels easier, you don't have to be as good at platforming because you have a double jump. And then you could use GURA as a hard mode. I particularly think it would be like hard for something like for like Red Hard, where if you can't jump as high, that stage actually would become a lot harder. But you could walk faster. So I think it would be an interesting trade-off. And then like you have to, and then you could do it in like the Super Mario Brothers style, where like in Super Mario Brothers 2, all the characters have different like attributes. Like Luigi jumps higher, Peach gets to float,
And so you could use those intentionally to also then do like different speedrun strats for each stage. Like potentially with the double jump with Kiara, you could potentially skip some of the block sections in Pop on Rocks with the verticality because you can just double jump. So I'm like, you could do some things. You could do some things. I think it'd be a good way to like add variable difficulty, and then I don't know if it'd be worthwhile to then expand to like so many other characters, because then you could add so many different ways to approach each level. Almost like as well in like say Sonic 3, you can play as Tails in Sonic 3, and the game is much easier when you're playing as Tails because you can just fly. A lot of the you're not going to be really as fast as Sonic because you're going to spend a lot more time exploring, but you don't have to like really know the level ahead of time. So I don't know, I think the idea to me is very interesting if like if you added the extra characters as like a way of implementing quote unquote difficulty without explicitly calling it difficulty. I know difficulty has been a little bit of a touchy subject in the last couple of years because some people don't like hard. Some people don't like if there's no easy mode. Some people don't like if an easy mode exists at all. A lot of games are trying to approach accessibility by just having accessibility options without necessarily having difficulty sliders. I don't know, it's a whole big thing, but I think it's an interesting idea. Maybe you guys think so too. Mid-stage, like, okay, that's actually another interesting idea, Kirito. That one actually I think is a little bit of a, that one could be a little bit of a curveball. If you guys have ever played Castlevania 3, it's a Castlevania where you can switch characters mid-level. Or, more recently, if you've played Bloodstained Ritual of the Night or Ritual of the Night 2. Those are very much Castlevania 3, but just smoother and faster. Designed, like, a more modern design of Castlevania 3. That game requires you to then have the character available, meaning they're not dead, and then also gives you branching paths, assuming you have the right sub-weapon for that character. So, you could potentially open up a longer branching path style levels in smol Ame if you did like mid-level character switch. That could be very interesting. I know Kevin right now has the hurdle. If he wanted to try implementing that, he has the hurdle of figuring out how to actually change characters on the fly. Because as it stands right now, with this selector, you don't actually change your character until you load a new level. That's currently one of the things that Kevin needs to work on. I'm not sure if he wants to bother doing that. It's sort of up to him. But that's an interesting idea, Kirito. I kind of like how you twisted that idea. That's an interesting one. It also, yes, you're 100% right. It does change the scope of platforming. These levels are very short relative to like those longer style platforming levels of like classic NES games and stuff like that. So it might be outside of the scope. Maybe it's better to just keep it simpler. I'm reminded now of, if you guys know the puzzle game by HAL Laboratories, Box Boy. It's a relatively popular game. One of the things, there are little hats that you can get for your character that like make you run faster or make you jump higher. So the ninja hat like makes you run faster, so it's better for speedrunning levels. But then there's also a rabbit hat which lets you jump at double height. So that's also useful for speedrunning certain levels because it lets you skip certain things. So I'm thinking in a sense of like, that's a puzzle game platformer, a puzzle platformer. But it has like those different not necessarily accessibility because you get them towards the end of the game, but different ways to approach the game. I think towards the end of once Kevin's finalized all the levels, I would like for him to visit that idea. I'll bring that idea up to him again because I do think it's really interesting to like revisit the levels with different physics and having to approach them in a different way. I think it would be very interesting overall. Oh my god. Oh man, that was good talk, guys. Good talk. It's been a couple weeks. So my plan from here on out, I'm gonna I'm starting that new job that I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna start that in like
A couple of weeks, I guess.
a little over a week and a half, maybe. I don't know, something like that. I'm gonna try to figure out how to a time do more consistent stream schedule. It's not always going to be small Ame. We can talk HoloLive all you guys want though. I am down for that. But it's not always going to be small Ame. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do things like the merged chat between Twitch and YouTube because I'm just using a multi-stream service right now. I don't know, I might look into Glimish. I don't know if you guys are aware of Glimish or if you guys even think Glimish is a platform worth using. But I'll try to give that a shot at some point. And I don't know, I'll try to figure out if I'm not playing this game, I don't know, maybe I'll try to figure out how to do stuff like song media request. I know I can do that on Twitch. I can't really do it on YouTube, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I'll give everything a shot. Hopefully I can just merge everything together at some point. It's gonna be a little awkward, but I'll try to figure something out. Man, I need to stream more often. It's been a while, but I do enjoy it.
This game reminds me of Symphony of the Night. Scarfy.
I don't know. Wait. How does this game remind you of Symphony of the Night? Symphony of the Night? It reminds you of an Egavania? Hold on. Egavanias have such a feel about them. I'm gonna have to sit and think about that one, Scarfy. Man, I'm gonna be up tonight now thinking about that. How does that make sense? Would love to see me play. Oh, okay. I am pretty decent at rhythm games to an extent. I do have one that I picked up recently. I might play that one on stream on a new save file because that one's actually a really good one. I played it at PAX a few years ago, and it's something I do want to share. I met with the devs. I talked to them a little bit when I was there, so it's something I want to share. So maybe next stream, I'll play Rhythm Doctor. So. I'll look into playing that. I'll probably also play it on my fight stick. I might not. I don't know. Either way, rhythm game. Kirito, you just convinced me. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it a lot. Good conversation. Go check out the new update for Small Ame if you haven't. The new level's really fun. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's about it from me. I gotta say this, right? I gotta say this, okay. Thanks, guys, again, hanging out, and catch you on the